Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm Brenda Sharp. This is all new to me, so please excuse any messes or mistakes that I make regarding this videotaping. I feel very self-conscious about it, but what the heck, let's go for it. So today, because it's Halloween, I'm going to talk about the paranormal. I'm a master hypnotist, a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I deal with the paranormal and past lives. I'm a medium, a channeler, intuitive, psychic, you name it. I, for whatever reason, have ended up with all of this stuff. So anyway, I'm going to try and teach you a bit of what I know, or most of what I know regarding this stuff. And right now, with it being Halloween, I think the paranormal is the perfect time to talk about the paranormal. And most people are afraid of the paranormal, and I have found that there's really nothing to be afraid of. It's a matter of relaxing, finding out why that paranormal is there and what it is that they need to communicate with us. Now, when I say a paranormal, I mean a ghost, an entity, an apparition, a soul, you name it. It doesn't matter what we call it, it's all the same. And what it is, they're no different than you and I. They're just people that have passed on. But for whatever reason, and I'll tell you that reason, they are stuck on that ghostly plane. And what happens when a person dies, if they die suddenly, or somebody wasn't able to come and say goodbye to them, a close relative or daughter or mother, whatever the case may be, if that person is not there, there's definitely unfinished business. And when I say unfinished business, it can be as simple as saying, I love you, goodbye, give the person a hug, a kiss, whatever it takes. And that can either be done on our part or the person that has passed on. Now, when a person passes on with unfinished business, either their business or our business, they're stuck on that ghostly plane and they can't move forward and up to the light or wherever you feel that entity, body, soul moves on to. It doesn't matter what religion you are. So what happens is, I call that hell. Because they want to communicate with their loved ones. And people like myself that are psychic and are open to all of this stuff, they come to us. And when I feel an entity coming to me, if I walk by a total stranger, I will get an immediate rush within my body. It's like an adrenaline rush, you know, where the hair stands on your head, on your arms, and on your head, I guess too, whatever. But anyway, when that happens, I know that there's an entity or a soul or a ghost that's trying to communicate to me that they need to speak to this person that I've just walked by. So what I do is I stop and I will tell that person that somebody is trying to communicate with them. If they're open to it, I then open up to the entity and allow them to speak to me to then communicate that to their loved one. And if they're not open to it, I just say, you know, find somebody that you feel comfortable with, go to a psychic, whatever the case may be, do a hypnotherapy session, doesn't matter, in order to communicate with this person. And a lot of people don't understand this. They don't understand that ghosts are just trying to finish business. There is something that has not been completed prior to them passing. And it might be, so-and-so shot me with this gun, and that's what it's about. But there was a reason why they did that. Or I want to say goodbye to you. I want to let you know that I see your grandchildren. I want you to feel whole yourself and not hang on to all that stress of me passing. Because when a person does not grieve or say goodbye to their loved one, that emotional feeling and business within our body will create disease for us when those numbers are all lined up again. And the number thing I will explain to you in a later date, in a later video. But right now, what I need you to know is to understand that these entities are just trying to finish business with their loved ones. And lots of times people will come to me and the numbers are lined up And it's when I do a history, when I take a person's history, I ask the dates and time, or the dates and the diseases in which those loved ones have passed on with. And when I see that there's two numbers lined up with your life, your age, your numbers, and theirs, I know that that's a place that you have unfinished business. And that's usually when clients come to me, is because there's this turmoil within them, and the entity is very inventive and has all kinds of powers that we're not really totally aware of, but they have brought that person to me in order to communicate to them. And as a hypnotherapist and as a psychic, I prefer my clients to do hypnotherapy, because as a psychic, that entity will talk to me through me, and either as a channeler or a medium, I then transport that information to you. And at that time, you can either believe what I say or you can block it, and the healing will not take place. Now, as a hypnotherapist and a client that I have, they receive this information directly to them, as if they're the psychic. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's very natural, but it gives healing to you, as well as that loved one that's on the other side that needs to pass through the light. Once that has been completed, I then allow you to send that loved one up through the light, and they are then no longer on that ghostly plane, because they finished the business that they needed to communicate to you. It's very simple, very easy. It's not frightening. It's a natural thing, and it's something that we should all be taught from the moment that we're born on. This is just general information that has been kept from us. I do have a bit of an issue with people that go in and want to find out if a ghost is there, but they don't help them to finish the business that they have unfinished. And that's the work that I do, so that an apparition can leave the home in which you're in and move forward, because the business has then been completed. And on the other hand, if they're just being played with, nothing is accomplished for that apparition, and they will stay in that place until their loved ones come by. Now, I had a client, a hypnotherapy client, and I asked for her father to come into the session, for her to bring her father into the session, and she was blocking it. But that father was trying to come through me, knowing that the daughter wouldn't allow him to come through her. So I initially then just immediately opened up as a medium and a psychic and a channeler, and he said the words to me, closet. So I have to trust what comes to me. So I immediately said to the client, I said, what is it about a closet? She instantly opened up. The father was then able to go into her and apologize for locking her in a closet when she was a little girl. That was the healing that she needed. And it's like a huge weight lifted off my client's shoulders, and they can then move forward with their life, because that issue has been tended to. Their loved one is then finished completing what he needed to do and is then able to move forward. And then that huge weight that's on both of your shoulders is released. And that's what I say about releasing the emotion that's connected to it. So happy Halloween, and enjoy your evening and your day, and thank you for listening to me, and I hope to hear from you soon. I'm Brenda Sharp. I'm a master hypnotist, certified clinical hypnotherapist, and I do past life regressions. I'm a channeler, a medium, a psychic, and I deal with the paranormal. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please follow me on my webpage. It's Brenda Sharp. You can put in hypnosis, paranormal, past life regressionist, doesn't matter what. So I hope to see you again. I'm going to talk about other things as well. And have a great, happy Halloween. Bye.